My name's Lee, I'm from the Car Zoo, and today I'm going to be showing you my classic mini collection. First of all, we'll start off here on the right, and this is the classic Paul Smith Mini, and these were made in limited numbers. For the UK there was only the purple colour, but for Japan, because of demand in the 90s, they were outselling in the UK and Japan, so they decided to take the white and the black Mini Mayfairs from the UK and make them into Paul Smiths for Japan. There's a lot of extras that they had. They had the green UK badge, the 18 karat gold bonnet badge, leather interior. There's some green highlights under the bonnet and in the boot. They have a magnolia clocks and a white dashboard. So that's our first one. This one is actually from Japan, but this was the colour that was predominantly made for the UK. There wasn't many of this colour actually went to Japan, so that's why mainly the Japanese went to find her in black and white. Well, there we do have the purple colour. This here is a Mini 40th. Some people call them Mini 40, Mini 40 limited edition LE. And this is in the mulberry colour. It has the mulberry leather. It has the leather steering wheel. Same again, they put a magnolia clock in this one as well. I'll move on to this one here. It's the Black Paul Smith. Many years ago when they came in, obviously people were importing these like 15 years ago, and people didn't recognise them as a Paul Smith Mini because they were black and white and didn't know the story behind them. So what we did, people have contacted in the past and said, oh well, you haven't got this, and what we did is we did the roof with a Paul Smith stripe, the boot handle and the glove box door with the Paul Smith stripe, and we've had people afterwards when we've had them play and say, oh that can't be a Paul Smith Mini because it doesn't have the roof, the handle and the glove box, which is something that we did to draw customers into them. This one here is just a Mini Cooper, but it's in the I think it's called a surf blue. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that's called surf blue. Matching interior, walnut trims on the tops of the doors. Pretty well known between classic Mini collectors and enthusiasts. The one on the end here, it looks a little bit worse for wear, but there's nothing particularly wrong with the structure or anything of this car. This is just, you can see here, this is just sun damaged, and it's a Mini ERA turbo made in limited numbers. The grill's off, because in Japan, the Mini ERA in the UK came with a black grill, and the black grill came from the Innocenti Mini, but for Japan, I don't know if it's because of the speed of the orders they had to get from what they made, but they used the chrome grill for this. So what we've done is we've ordered the original Innocenti grill for it, and it's due to go to the body shop, so that's what happens to time. But a good solid car, just awaiting a repaint. Same again with these two. I'll touch on these two first before I show you a few others. These two are just waiting to go to a body shop. It's the Japanese weather, that's all that's done these. Car's a real good structure, but the sun's damaged the car. Look, you can see, but we'll repaint that because we don't want it coming back through. This is a Monte Carlo. It would usually have had a red or a white roof. So we're going to put that back to its standard look. Just mainly because I think now we get to the classic Minis, you don't really want them modified or changed anyway. I think originality is the best for them. This one here is another Mini 40th. Mini 40, however you want to say they are. People call them different countries. Mulberry leather, aluminium dashboard, leather dashboard top. Let's have a look. Obviously the metallic paintwork. Same again, this car's, it's just sun damaged. It's just lacquer. You know, a lot of people, some of these cars you may polish up a lot of it, but you may as well do it properly. I'll move on to some of the ones we've got here on the back. This is just a storage area for our Minis really, so just somewhere safe and dry. I'll start with this one here in the corner. That's just a Mini Cooper again. As I say, just a Mini Cooper, like just a Mini Cooper. You know, that's a Mini Cooper, leather interior, cream pipe and blue with the racing stripes. This one here is a Mini 35th anniversary in almond green leather. They came with like the anniversary edition stripes on the back that look a little bit like the Monte Carlo stripe as well. They were same again, they were made in limited numbers. We have another Cooper here. in metallic green. With I think this one's an early one. I think this is around about 1994. So it has like the black half leather with the red piping in it. This one here is a mini VSCC, the Japanese call it, but that's called LE. So that's a mini LE. It's a sports pack Archers limited edition car. This one here is another Mini Cooper, early 90s one, full cream leather in that one, in a solid black. And then, oh, here we have it. This is like the one we've got over there in the Stuart Motor Paint, and this is a Mini ERA turbo. This has the black grille on it. Same again, it's got the ERA body kit, which is different to the sports pack one, even though it's got the wider arches. It came with a leather interior made in grey Conley hide. It's got multiple dials on the dashboard for the turbos and things like that. But for many years now, there was some newspaper articles on these, and they've been saying for many years that these cars, the value of these cars is between £20,000 and £50,000. You know, whether them figures, you know, stand right, you would only know if you put a real good one like that into an auction, into a good auction, and see what it does. But that's the type of figures they're saying this should command. And I'll take you up and I'll show you a few more of our other minis we've got in another area in this storage part. We have another one over here. This is another Mini VSCC limited edition. I think in stock altogether, I think we have around about 4 of these. I would probably say this is a Mini that's about to go up in price, because as all the Mini Coopers around it have gone up from, like, I don't know, like a retail price of around about 8,000 to like 15,000. When those cars were like 8,000, these VSCC's LEs, these were like 15,000 around about that time. But now the Coopers have gone up, the normal Coopers have gone up to like 15,000. Like, surely these are about to take a hike, so maybe that's a car for you to watch out in value, or if you have one, you know, keep hold. There's a couple more in here. These are for preparation here. So these are not quite ready for photos. This is an Ireland Blue Mini 40 40. Same how we want to say, aluminium dashboard. It's got a dark blue leather interior with cream piping. This one here actually is just a basic Mini, and we've put the sports pack on it. Them wheels are running on there for a second. You can see we've already put the new wheels on the rear. The Monte Carlo look like it's meant to really just have the appearance of a Monte Carlo, but it's not Monte Carlo. Here we have just a Mini. This is a Mini Mayfair. This one, pretty basic, really. I mean, all the Minis are basic, but this one's pretty basic, as in like just normal metallic look paint, no arches, no fancy wheels, half leather interior. And as you see on this one, like some of the Japanese ones, the mirrors are on the wings. You know, that's how the Japanese have their cars. They're looking forward rather than next to the door. We have a few more Minis in here. Another red Mini ERA turbo, just waiting for preparation really. It doesn't want anything apart from, it's just normal detailing. There's a couple of brackets we've just got to put in. I think that's why it's parked here. We're going to put the mustaches on the grill. Maybe they were like, I don't know, maybe they were faded or something. So we're on with that one. Another Mini VSCC LE in black. Another Mini John Cooper there. Small arches, colour coded, cream leather. I'll take it across this side. There's a few here. We've got this one's a 35th anniversary model, like the other through there. Almond green leather, almond green steel, walnut on the dashboard. Limited numbers. Off the top of my head, I can't remember exactly how many numbers there is. Here we've got another Mini 40th LE. This is in old English white. This is a colour that I don't often come across very often, but it's old English white. It's got the dark blue leather trim with the piping, the leather steering wheel, the aluminium dashboard. This one is in exceptional condition. I mean, they're all in very, very good condition. But that one to me, like, it pretty much looks like a new car. And next to it, we've got a little Monte Carlo, really soaring value. You just see one through the back there that we're going to do. when I talked about it, I said to you they have a white roof, they have the red leather seat belts, they have the half leather interior, and they have their own individual pattern seat and door cards. White stripes, they have the 4 lights in the front when doing the Monte Carlo roof rack. They weren't standard, but I think they obviously look better. I think the first question when you see the Monte Carlo roof rack is it Monte Carlo? And that's a Monte Carlo. And that's exceptional, that car, absolutely exceptional. I think they only made 50 black Monte Carlos. Something to check and look up. I'm sure that's what the figures were on it. I'll take you upstairs. We've got a few more upstairs. Right, up here we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minis. Another Mini 40th LE limited edition in mulberry leather. Another island blue one. This is probably the rarest colour to get, and it's probably the most popular. And if you have them in your collection or you want one and you want to go up in value, my personal choice out of them all would be that one. Even though I said I don't see many of the cream ones, that's the one that's in the least numbers. This one here is just on the lift because it's for preparation. It's only just came in. I haven't done anything to that, and you can see the condition of it. I've done nothing at all. We haven't even put a cloth on it yet. So that's for preparation this week. One of the questions is we do this a lot. The Japanese like the center exhaust on the minis. It's not on all of them, but it's on quite a few of them. And we always change it and put it back to standard. Like, is that something that we think, does it bother people? So it's a question, you know, would that bother you if you were buying a classic mini? Would you want that putting back to where it is, or would you prefer it in the centre like they used to like them in the 80s and the 90s? Here we have another Paul Smith, and you can see we've done the roof on this one. You know, that's not a standard issue, but obviously when you're driving down the road it tells people, look, this is a Paul Smith. You know, people do think it's original that way, but it didn't come like that. This is another red Mini Cooper. It's got I'm not sure, is that let's have a look at the leather interior in that one. Yeah, it's got a black leather interior, bit of walnut, leather steering wheel. This car here is, the story behind this car, I've had this a while, it's one that I've really wanted to keep this. I believe it's the only island blue Mini ERA turbo that was ever built, and it was built for a Japanese customer. Obviously they were coming in the red and the green colours, but the Japanese customer wanted it in blue. And if this was outside and you could see the light, the paintwork on this car is absolutely exceptional. Condition of it's unbelievable. It doesn't have the original wheels on it. It didn't come with the original wheels, but I do have a set of original ERA wheels for it. So if someone was to buy this car and they wanted it that way, I've got the original black grille and the original wheels, but I've kept it as it came. Across here there's another ERA turbo in red. As you can see, you probably get a better look at this one because it's from the side now opposed to looking at the front of that one. That's the original style wheels that you would get on an ERA turbo. They're called a Trackstar rim. This one here, the mirrors are off this one. We're still prepping it, but the mirrors are inside that car, brand new ones for it. And you can see we've got the grille off that one there because we're obviously going to put the Innocenti grille on it. But I like them, and people like the black grille rather than the chrome grille. For me, they don't look as right with the chrome grille on them. Well, that's the end of the tour of the minis. If you have any questions, please feel free to put them into the comments box. Fire away and I'll do my best to answer what I can for you.